So we are good to go. We can start masking now. So grab your masker if you got one. If you don't, you can basically get tape and some paper and kind of like tape it up there. It's going to take longer. This speeds things up a lot more quickly. One little tip also, if your hand is small enough and your wrist is small enough, what I like to do is basically slide this over my wrist just like that. And so I can grab the tape off here when I need it, and then I don't have to like grab it or put it somewhere, just right here on my hand or on my arm. So that's one little trick there. And what you're going to do is basically want to tape it how it makes sense. So you can go like, this direction, or you can go this direction. And usually you go with the longer side. So what I'll do, just kind of sizing this up now, I will probably run one here to here and another one below that. So what you want to do is, if you have a straight edge here, try and stick this all the way up to the edge, but you don't want to stick it all the way up to here, because if you do, what happens is when you try and tape this side, the paper is all on that side, so that you don't have room for the tape. So you actually need to come away from that side just a little bit so you can get the tape on there, but push this edge all the way up as far as you can without getting it, sticking it onto the framing up there. And take your time. And if it doesn't go on right, just pull it off and try it again until you get it just right. And what you can do is you can actually pull this out. You have to hold this up here the whole time. You can pull it out and kind of measure, be like, yeah, it's good right about there. Tear it off right there. What I do with this thing, it's got this hook. I just stick that right in my pocket, just like that. And then I can maneuver this a little bit better without holding the masking machine in my hand. I can get this up a little bit more tight up there. And if you get a little bit of paint on the glass, it's not the end of the world. You can, like I said, you can go back with like a razor blade, some paint thinner if you need to, or water. It usually works fine. And there we go. That should do it. And if you have any parts that are kind of sticking up, you can take your 5-in-1 and just kind of go like that. And it kind of pushes it up behind the trim there. Just like that. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing below that. And I think that could work. One piece here. So what I'm thinking about right now is like, how many pieces is it going to take? And if I put this right here, see at the bottom, that's about the width of some tape right there. So I only have to do is one piece there, and I can use the tape to kind of finish trimming it out. So I'm going to see where that looks good, right about there. Stick that on, and just go all the way across. And again, measure it out just about there. Just like that. And sometimes it won't tear perfectly. So those 2 times it didn't. And it's not a big deal. You just do the best you can. And you can always go back with your masking tape and kind of fix those parts up there. And if you have paper sticking out over here, that gets in the way of the tape. So all you have to do is just fold that in and just give it a good crease. And that shouldn't give you any issues there. So we're good to go. I might start this off by putting one piece of tape here because I know this isn't going to cover right here. So I'll just, like I said, leave it on my wrist, pull it out, tear it off just like that. So I'll stick that right there. And this is where your 5-in-1 is going to become really handy. So see how it's kind of jagged there because I just tore it? It's ideal if you have a nice straight edge. So what you can do is stick that anywhere. Take your 5-in-1, hold it against the tape, and just pull it off just like that. And you get a nice clean edge that way. And so with that, you can go up here, all the way up into the corner, and stick it right in the corner up there, and it's going to be perfect. because I got a nice clean edge on that tape line. Just like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and come down, try and stay on this side here, right along that edge. And make sure that it sticks to the paper as well. Just like that. And then once you get down to the bottom, again, take your 5-in-1, go all the way to the bottom, and then again, just tear it off, just like that. So you get a nice clean edge. And we're gonna do the same thing over here. And so what's nice is when you start getting straight edges like that, you can just go from one spot to the next. So I just tore that off. I have a nice clean edge again, and go right up here to the top, and put that right where it needs to go. And again, I'll come all the way down. Just like that. And again, take the 5-in-1, just like that. And it doesn't have to be a 5-in-1. You can use like any putty knife that has a straight edge. It's gonna work. These are just super handy for as a painter, because you can close the lids, you can open the paint cans. There's just a lot of things you can do with these. So these are extremely handy to have if you're going to be doing a lot of painting. Again, so we'll come down and go along there. And you see how I'm not like tearing off pieces of tape in pieces. Like I'm trying to keep it attached to the roll as much as I can. So I'm not like spending a lot of time tearing off pieces of tape and sticking them on. I'm just kind of like keeping it attached to the roll as I go along here. Then once it's ready to cut, I just take my 5-in-1, just like that, and done. Then I got one little piece here. Oop. Sometimes it won't tear, but almost every time it will if you hold it there. Okay, so good. So this window pane is done. You can make sure all the tape's down on the paper. Make sure all the corners are down. This one is done. So what we're gonna do is basically repeat that process for the rest of these windows. I'll go ahead and do a quick time lapse because you kind of see my whole process. And so I'll be back. All right, so all the windows are masked out, at least the glass. And what we need to do next is basically cover everything outside of the frame. So all the wood and all the stone along here, we need to cover basically everything. And so same thing, we'll take the masker and cover everything out. So if you're sticking, one tip, if you're sticking to like stone or something like this, it's hard to stick the tape to it because it's kind of a rough surface, it's kind of pebbly, and it doesn't stick very well. One suggestion I have is to, when you're running your paper along here, press the tape into the rock so it kind of like presses and forms to the tape. It holds a little bit better. So I would do that if you have to stick it to rock. It is a pain, it is definitely a pain to work around. So that's one suggestion there. But in this situation, I don't actually have to stick it to the rock at all. I've got wood siding everything everywhere along here, so this should be pretty simple. And so what I'm gonna do here is basically get started. So I'm gonna run this, basically, we have like the painted edge and then we have the window. So basically I'm gonna cover everything that's painted, I'm gonna cover it here. And as you go, just kind of press it on there. And again, don't like tear off sheets and stick them on one at a time. At least on this side, I'll give an example over here where it can be kind of difficult. But yeah, just leave it attached and then pull it down so you have one long continuous piece. That's going to be best. So let's keep going here. And I'm about to run out of masking tape and paper here, so I'll have to reload. And I'll bring this closer here real quick so you can kind of see what I'm doing. So yeah, basically just going along and basically sticking it on the painted surface and pressing down. And you want to get it as close as you can. It doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. You know, when professional painting crews are coming in through, they're not being like exacting and perfect. They just don't have the time for it. So they're moving quick and they're getting it on there as best they can, but they're not obsessing over small little sections. So just do the best you can and move on. Tear that off. And so see, I have a nice long continuous piece. It just works better that way. And there we go. So that side done. And what we're going to do, bring this back up so you can kind of see. Basically going to just take this back. There's not a lot of wind in here, but so what I was saying earlier is like really press it into the rock, like really press it in, and it kind of like really sticks more than just like a surface touch. Like that really makes it stick. So a little advice there. See, it's not coming off very easily. So that works. So let me get this back here. When you're working on the other side, so when I was on that side, it was easy to take the gun and go, or the masking gun and go all the way down one continuous piece. That was easy. When you're on this side, you know, the tape's on the opposite side. So you have two options. You can either pull out a long piece and cut it and then put it up there, or the other option is to basically start from the bottom and go up. It depends on the situation. I do both. Just kind of depends on the situation. If it's like a shorter window, if it's just like from here to here, I'll just pull out a piece and tear it and just stick it on there. But if it's a longer piece, I try and go from the bottom up just to speed things up a little bit. So I think I'm going to run out of paper and tape, but we'll see how far I get here. So I'm going to pull it out, start from the bottom, and just like the other side, I'm going to go along and cover the areas that were painted previously. Sorry, I'm kind of covering things here, but just keep going. Oh, gonna run out. So I'm gonna run out right there. But what you would do is basically continue going. Maybe go out to the side over here and tear it off, and then continue sticking it up there. So I'm going to go ahead and tear this one off, and then continue sticking this on. Attach this guy. And I'm gonna go grab some more paper and tape. Okay, so I got the paper and tape, and we're gonna go ahead and refill this thing. So we're gonna stick the paper on first, and so I'll kind of put the tape there. And then you wanna have the paper kind of going forward this direction, and you're gonna move this plastic piece out of the way and slide it on this guy here. And make sure it's all the way on. And this plastic piece here, what it does is it keeps the paper kind of down. And what you're gonna do is take your tape, your new roll of tape, and the length of these should match. So one roll of tape will match one roll of paper. And you're gonna take this and make sure the tape is going, you know, out in that direction, like the paper. Stick it on this wheel right here, all the way on. Make sure it's all the way down. And there's a little peg right here. You're gonna take the tape and basically slide it right under that, and then come up, basically stick it, the side of it, on the paper like that, and then roll it forward a little bit, and pull it out, and you're good to go.